Hello everyone, this is Garima and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm sharing with you all one of my family's all-time favorite cookie recipe that we especially love making around this time of the year. Buttery soft and tender, filled with an absolutely delicious raspberry jam filling, these tasty little morsels make the perfect addition to any cookie platter this holiday season. So let's get started on how to make the perfect thumbprint cookies at home. Let's first get the raspberry jam ready. Now I have shared the raspberry jam recipe previously as well. I'll add the link in the description box below. This one, however, is slightly different. One, this jam recipe is seedless, and secondly, I have infused this raspberry jam with a lovely citrusy orange flavor that really takes this recipe over the top. To begin, transfer the washed and dried raspberries to a blender jar and blend until smooth, just as shown in the video. Then pour the raspberry puree into a strainer over a bowl and using a rubber spatula or spoon, stir and mash the raspberries against the side and bottom of the sieve until the juice and pulp of the fruit gets pressed through into the bowl. Now pour the puree into a heavy bottom pan, stir well and cook for just a couple of minutes. It is now time to add in the sugar. Mix well and let this cook on low-medium until the raspberry puree starts to thicken up, stirring occasionally. It's been around 12 minutes and as you can see, the liquid has started to thicken up. At this time, I'll be adding the zest of 1 lemon and orange. I think adding the zest of any citrus to jams and preserves really enhances the taste and flavor and makes them very aromatic. Alright, let's give this all a good mix. Now I'll be adding just a few drops of fresh lemon juice that will act as a preservative. Lastly, a tiny amount of vanilla extract. Mix well. Turn the stove off and let the jam cool down while we get ready to prepare the cookies. Okay, so we are starting off with room temperature butter here. This is going to add a lovely rich and buttery flavor that will give our cookies a yummy crumbly texture. Just make sure that the butter is still cool to touch. We don't want the butter to be warm or melty. To this, I'll be adding some powdered sugar as it dissolves easily. And now we're going to give the butter and sugar a good mix until they're well combined. This looks lovely. I'll now be adding a few drops of vanilla extract and then using a hand mixer, cream the butter, sugar and vanilla until fluffy. Make sure to not overmix. This process should only take you about a minute or two. If you overmix, the butter will separate out of the mixture and it will be grainy and you might have to start all over again. I am now going in with the zest of 1 orange. We're gonna give this all a good mix until well combined. You guys, this is already smelling incredible. The fragrance of fresh citrus zest is hard to beat. I'll now be adding in some almond flour. You may use store-bought. I simply took a cup of whole almonds and powdered them using a grinder. In goes some all-purpose flour and baking powder. Now using your fingers, gently start mixing the dough. Add a few spoons of milk if required to bring this all together. We're going to be bringing the dough together. Just make sure that you're not kneading the dough. And be careful while adding milk. We don't want the dough to become too soft. The dough should be smooth and pliable, neither too hard nor too soft, and perfectly moist. We are now going to shape the dough into small balls. I am using a fruit scoop to measure out the dough and form balls just to get that uniform look. Simply roll the dough in between your palms until you get that perfect round. Now using the back of the spoon or your thumb, make an indentation in the center of each cookie gently. Repeat the same process with the remaining dough and then arrange all of the cookies onto a pre-lined baking sheet. Fill the centers of the cookie with the prepared raspberry jam right up to the brim and just look at that vibrant red color. I can't wait to try these. So we're now going to pop the tray into the oven and bake for about 12 to 15 minutes at 350 degrees just until the edges are golden brown. Our thumbprint cookies are baked just right. We're gonna allow this to cool down for just a minute or two and then transfer on to a serving plate. Sprinkle some more orange zest on top and these are ready to serve. Filled with the sweetness from the raspberry jam, these delicious thumbprint cookies are a great addition to any cookie platter. This one is one of my favorite recipes to make around Christmas and I hope you make them and enjoy them as much as I do. Like, follow and subscribe for more such easy recipes and remember to click on the bell icon to get new video updates. Happy baking and thank you for watching.